Oliver Sloup is with us. Oliver, are we still in an uptrend over here in the cattle market, you think?
We are still in an uptrend in live cattle markets, and it's something that we've been talking about for the last several weeks. And the main catalyst that we've been looking at is potential opportunity for more fund participation. Funds really haven't been all that active in the livestock markets over the last several months, but they have been in essentially every single other commodity market. We think some of that money flow is going to shift into the livestock markets, and I think we've started to see that play out over the last couple of weeks, and I think that will be reflected in tomorrow's cattle on feed report. And it's really not just the live cattle market, but it's also the lean hogs. We're making new contract highs here today and continue to post higher lows and higher highs, which bodes well for the bull camp here in the near term.
Okay, over in that live cattle market right now, as Oliver mentioned, things are on the higher side. February up 77, 116.25. We're only a nickel away from the high end of the trade. April up $1 at 123.45. The June is up 47 pennies. Feeder cattle market for March is up 102. The April now is up 85 at 142.67, and the May is up 57 pennies. And Oliver mentioned that hog market. The April is down 2 at 79.17, but Oliver, these deferred contracts really have made an effort to try to hang on to some gains, like May up 5 and the July up 5. Is that still being driven, do you think, by cash?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. We saw some pretty decent exports this morning as well, and I think the overall trend of things continues to be pretty optimistic, and I think that's going to be supportive to prices. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to see any down days here and there. I think that healthy pullbacks are good for the market. So I wouldn't be surprised to see things settle down a little bit as we round out the week and potentially to start next week's trade. But again, as I had mentioned, the path of least resistance for a lot of these livestock markets has been higher, posting higher lows and higher highs, and that's kind of feeding on itself with the enthusiasm. And I expect that to continue here in the first quarter.
Oliver, I'd like you to come on back tonight for the Rural Evening News. We'll talk then. And Oliver mentioned the dollar. Right now, the March is up 387 points at 91.535. Let's check outside markets, too.